Hope everyone's having a great time. I was hearing the music in the morning. It sounded like the party had already started at 8:30 a.m. So that's a fantastic start. And there were some great talks this morning. I think everyone's heard about some fantastic stories in the Southeast Asian startup markets from unicorns across auto tech, across from Descara, right, and from One Championship. And we thought that while you've heard some great stories on tech unicorns here in the Southeast Asian region, maybe we'll change gears a little bit and share a story about a tech unicorn that's just come up in the Bay Area and now is trying to enter the Southeast Asian region. So we just wanted to share a little bit of our story. Some of you might be wondering, what is this Snowflake? You're seeing the booth outside. What is this Snowflake all about in Southeast Asia? So just wanted to share a little bit of our story, how we came about, how we grew, and how we are helping some of the digital native, cloud native startups here in this region as well as globally in addressing some of their challenges. Just a quick 10 minutes and I'll be out of your hair, all right? So, whoops, before that, my name is Satchit, right? So I look after the business for Snowflake here in Southeast Asia, and I'll be outside if you want to have a chat later. All right, so yeah, the unicorn picture. We are a unicorn. We are based out of the Bay Area. And what business are we in, right? So we are a data warehouse, right? A data warehouse built for the cloud. Now, everyone must have heard about data warehouses and data lakes and stuff like that. I mean, there are tons of technologies out there that do this. What is unique about Snowflake is we built a new architecture that is only built for the cloud, which means it uses the infinite power and the scalability of the cloud. And our vision is to make your businesses data-driven, is to give all your users and everyone who has access to your data, basically give everyone access to your data and make it more efficient, available, accessible, and affordable, right? And the only way we feel that can be done is by building a new technology, a new data warehouse just for the cloud. We are available on AWS, on Azure. We just signed up a partnership with Google Cloud. So we are also a multi-cloud platform that allows you to leverage the strengths and the availability zones and everything of each of these while being a software as a service that gives you that helps you become a data-driven organization. So that's our vision, to enable every organization that we work with to be data-driven. And in today's world, when we're looking at the talks this morning, if you look at the auto tech startups, if you look at One Championship, if you look at all of these startups, every business out there today is a data-driven business. And our vision is to help data-driven businesses achieve success faster by being able to leverage the power of their data on the cloud. All right? So that's our mission. Our story is pretty straightforward. 7 years ago, we had a bunch of PhDs coming out of Oracle who had 140 patents between them, and they realized that the data problems of the future, the data problems of the digital native and cloud native companies are going to be very different from the data problems that existed pre-cloud era, right? And they realized that, and they were like, we need to build a new kind of data architecture, a new kind of data platform that will be able to address the infinite amount of data that is coming in, the infinite sources of data that data is coming from. So they realized we needed something new. They came out, went into stealth mode for 3 years, founded the startup called Snowflake. The story is very unique. The reason why it's called Snowflake is because the founders' children actually go skiing together, and they came up with the name. So that's the story, all right? So the mystery solved there. The first customers we got was in 2014. We came out of stealth mode in 2015. By December last year, we achieved unicorn status. We had a Series F round in December last year, and we are now we achieved close to $1 billion in funding, and we are one of the top 25 most valued private U.S. tech companies today, with over 1,500, close to 2,000 customers now, right? Some quick scaling facts, right? How did we grow? So as of today, we have, from 2015, we have grown to almost 2,000 customers globally. And I mentioned earlier that we've been helping some of the digital startups across globally, right? We've been working very closely with Netflix, for example. We've been working very closely with Deliveroo. We've been working very closely with Hotel Tonight, which is a part of Airbnb. And a lot of these case studies are actually out there. You can just Google this, right? And read about some of the stuff that we've been doing with them. Again, using the technology that we've been built and partnering closely with digital companies like that and we've been through their full journey, right? Right from the early days to now, and helping them solve their data challenges and helping them become a data-driven business. So we have presence across all the regions. We are building a presence in Southeast Asia now. We have offices in Singapore, and we are building a ecosystem in Southeast Asia now as well to help our local customers solve their data challenges, right? So employee-wise as well, we were just a 200-person company in 17, and last year at this time, we were just 800 to 900 employees, and by the end of this year, we are looking at becoming a 2,000-person company. So we are really investing and growing very fast, and the idea is to be as global as possible and help as many regions as possible with their data challenges. So how did we scale, and what was the reason behind us achieving this kind of customer base, this kind of revenue growth, and this kind of investment in employees and stuff like that? Of course, the answer is one thing, but it's not the only thing. I'm just being facetious. This is important, right? And as I said earlier, as of December last year, in our Series F, we had a massive Series F where we had a $450 million round across Sequoia, Madrona, and some of the top some of the top funds in Bay Area. And this was the same year where we had a $100 million round in Series E earlier that year. So last year was an inflection point for us. And actually, this goes back to some of the things that the panelists said earlier, where this is happening a lot, where the funding that's coming in and private equity that's coming in has really risen quite a bit, which has led to a lot of tech companies, especially in the US, to sort of get that in first and then go for that IPO stage and achieve a high valuation first and then go for IPO. So that sort of validates what's happening and what they said was what happened to us so far. So we have achieved that level of funding. Who knows, there may be more, right? So that's obviously always important, but I think more important to us, and the reason why, again, customers like Netflix and Deliveroo and Hotel Tonight and Adobe, Nike, why some of these work with us is some key tenets that we have at the core of Snowflake. Besides having a fantastic and a very innovative technology that I think I showed you earlier, and if you're interested, we can have a chat later on. I don't want to bore you today about the technology, but what is at the heart of our company culture is really this, right? Customers first, customers first, customers first. That is always top of the mind for everyone from top all the way to the bottom, right? All of us are driven by customers. Excellence and integrity, I think these are common across everyone. All of us want to achieve excellence and integrity in our business. But what we really do very well, I think, personally, is being a data-driven company and wanting our customers and partners to be data-driven. We challenge ourselves and you and our partners and customers to think big. To think big in the sense, today's data challenges and today's data problems can be very, very, very intimidating and can be massive. And which is why a lot of times companies tend to step back and say that maybe I might not want to address this whole challenge at one time, right? So maybe I will address a small part of it and then see how it goes. So the volumes of data that's coming in and the challenges that has led to are very unique. And they are unique across industries. A Netflix will have its own challenge, a Deliveroo will have its own challenge, Hotel Tonight will have its own challenges. What we are challenging our customers is, we are confident enough of our technology to say that, hey, let's think big, let's go all the way, let's think what is the biggest challenge that you have, let's address that first. And then once we get everyone on the table to say, let's address that biggest data challenge, then we own it. We own it with you, we do it together, and get it done, right? We have plenty of testimonials. You can go to YouTube and see how we have helped customers really get it done by helping them think big, helping them, owning it with them, and then getting it done together. So that is at the heart of our culture, and that is, besides all that funding and all that beautiful stuff, this is really what we feel is the key to scaling a company to the heights that we have achieved, and hopefully bigger heights. But did I mention customer first? Yeah, because it really is the most important thing for us. All of the other things surround it and are very important, but this is at the heart of what we do. All right, so this basically is what is the story of Snowflake and how we came about and how we have grown to this stage today. And now we are entering this market in Southeast Asia. So that's all I wanted to share with you on our story. We have a booth outside. We have people outside. We can always help to answer. You can throw all the questions, say, how do you actually do some of the stuff that I mentioned, right? So we are ready to answer that, but not on this forum. I'll give some time back to you guys. I think I have 3 minutes left. So yeah, thank you very much, and see us outside.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Satchit.